Today we are going to be looking at my top 10 favorite video games I've ever played. Before we get started though, a warning. This is a casual gamers list. If you are looking for hardcore games, check someplace else. Now we can begin. I decided to start the list off with something nostalgic, and LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga did the trick. This was the game of my childhood. I loved the funny mime cutscenes and the fact that some of my favorite science fiction characters were in a game I was allowed to play. This was my favorite video game, hands down, from when I was under 9. Number 9, Asphalt 8, is a mobile game created by developer Gameloft. Thanks to its gorgeous graphics, breakneck pace, and some really cool tracks, Asphalt 8 earns its spot on this list. Another mobile title, Infinity Blade 3, is the third installment in Cher's genre-defining trilogy, and takes the series' already polished graphics to the next level using Unreal Engine 4. It has gorgeous locations and enemies, great voice acting, and is the standard for quality on mobile titles. The inclusion of a dragon that shoots giant blasts of fire doesn't hurt either. LEGO Marvel Superheroes is another LEGO game and therefore is best played with a friend. I spent hours chasing my friends around the expansive open-world hub of New York City, whether in a taxi, hypersonic jet, or bike that can turn into a hovercraft. The game boasts a character roster of 155 minifigures to unlock, though many have several different incarnations that you can get with studs, the game's currency. This is a game that will keep completionists busy for a while. I love hanging out with my cousins during the summer, and when we play video games together, that means two things. The first game I'm going to talk about is Mario Kart Wii. I can't tell you how many times I've laughed maniacally as I've fired off a green shell at my unfortunate relatives, or was left yelling at the television. Though the game isn't high definition, and its textures do look dated, it doesn't stop the game from being ridiculously fun. Super Smash Bros. Is a highly refined and strategic brawler, filled to the brim with fan service. This game gives you those crazy what-if fights that you've always dreamed of. Sonic vs. Mario? Sure. Samus Aran vs. Pikachu? Why not? Peach vs. Bowser? Awesome. And the list goes on and on. There's actually 49 fighters altogether, not counting if you want to shell out the extra cash for DLC. This is a game that is as simple as it is deep, and I love it. Kid Icarus Uprising is a spin-off third-person shooter game from the original 1986 NES platformer. It stars the angel Pit and his mentor, the goddess Palutena. The game is full of great action set pieces, and the dialogue between Pit and the other divine deities are hilarious. The only downside is the somewhat awkward control scheme and the baffling decision to not include true circle pad support. I dabbled with Pokemon occasionally over the years, but I never got one of the main titles till Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire rolled around. I received this game for my birthday, and after mistakenly naming my first Pokemon L, was off on my adventure in the Hoenn region. It turns out that catching Pokemon, training them, and becoming a champion is just as fun as it looks in the anime. I don't know many other games that capture the sense of discovery and just plain fun that Pokemon does. The other game I play with my cousins is Minecraft. We've been doing LAN parties since 2013, and this game easily takes the cake for the game I've spent the most time playing. Over the years, I've probably sunk more than 150 hours into fighting monsters, constructing fancy houses, and designing tricked-out survival bunkers. This is the game that only ends when your imagination gets too tired to think of anything else. And the number 1 spot goes to The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. I got my Switch and Zelda on March 3rd and have been playing every chance I could get since. This is a game so good that it mops the floor with almost every other title on the list. I've already spent countless hours fighting guardians, solving shrines, and defeating Ganon's minions all over Hyrule, and there's no end in sight. This game is massive, and I love how the world feels so real. There's just something magical about riding a horse through an icy tundra, the snow gently falling as you, the intrepid adventurer with ranger-style cloak and hood and magical energy shield strapped to your back, explore the vast unknown. This game has a nearly unprecedented amount of freedom and is so unique for any person who plays it. Though there is some story, it really leaves things up to you. That sense of personalization is what makes the game so good. I feel that Link's journey is my own, and that I'm carving out my own path in this large but detailed world. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild absolutely secures first place on this list, and I don't ever think that I'll play anything like it again. Well, those are my top 10 video games. What are yours? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching.